Hey guys, what's up? Thank you very much for choosing to watch this video, because today I'm gonna be reminiscing about my most popular videos ever since I started this YouTube channel. I have a lot to say about these videos, so it's gonna be pretty interesting. So welcome to my top 10 most popular videos of Erick Landon RPG. Alright, let's begin! Alright, number 10 goes to What the Hell Happened to Suikoden. Oh boy, can't believe it. You know, I am a huge fan of Suikoden. The entire internet knows that already, including you. What the hell happened to Suikoden? I think this was the very second or the third video in the series that I made, because my very first video was What the Hell Happened to Grandia. And then I think I did Suikoden as my second one. I should have started with this one, but I didn't want to risk it, and that's the reason why I left Suikoden for the second or third video. Now, What the Hell Happened to Suikoden? That was a pretty interesting video to do. First of all, because I love the series, and second, because I'm just as pissed off as all of you to see this series dead, all thanks to stupid-ass company Konami. Yeah, probably one of the most hated video game companies nowadays, huh? Anyway, something that I haven't told you guys, never, I think, is the person who influenced these videos. You know, I got a little bit of influence from the gaming historian when I started making them. That was my idea. I've been a fan of his channel for a long time, and he does these really well-researched historical videos about video games, and I thought I should do the same when it came to RPGs. But however, I'm not that good at research, my channel isn't that big, so I thought it wasn't really worthwhile to put a lot of research into them. And in reality, I want to do something different, you know, take that idea and try to convert it on my own, you know, my own thoughts, my own production, my own show. So I came with this idea called What the Hell Happened To. Now, I swear I didn't realize this was something that other YouTubers had done before. I had never in my life watched a single What the Hell Happened video. I didn't even know they existed before me, and that's cool. I wasn't trying to be 100% original or anything like that. The thing is that the gaming historian did put some ideas into this, and I thought, you know, maybe I should just do something similar but equivalent to my own opinion and my own thoughts, and that's how this series was born. I really want to tell the world what the hell had happened with all these great series that are kinda dead nowadays. And Suikoden was a no-brainer because first of all, it's my favorite video game series of all time, and second, because it was way too obvious, man. I needed to do this video, so I'm so happy it got around 56,000 views nowadays. It's just great. Number 9 is yet another one. This is probably my most popular What the Hell Happened To. And that's great because Valkyrie Profile is just as important as Suikoden. I prefer Suikoden, but I love with a passion Valkyrie Profile, and you guys know that. I'm a huge fan of Tri-Ace, the company who made these games, and to see these video game series go into such a downfall, man, it really hurt. So I really wanted to know what the hell had happened to it, so I made a little research, and I found out what happened to it. After all these videos, I said that they were kinda influenced by the gaming historian, but they're half my opinion. The gaming historian is more objective on things, and you know, this is a subjective channel and it's always about my opinion, so all of these What the Hell Happened To videos are obviously opinionated, but when it came to games like this, I really wanted to find out the truth. You know, there's a lot of background. I think one of my subscribers made a comment, and it was the most popular comment in this video. Please be sure to check it out because he shared a lot of info. I'm not sure where he got that info, but it's pretty interesting though. The thing is that I really wanted to know what had happened to one of my favorite video game series of all time, and that is Valkyrie Profile. 58,000 views, that's just great. I can't believe this is my most popular What the Hell Happened To video. That's just great, man. Number 8 goes to top 10 hardest PS1 JRPGs. Wow, that is a surprise. I never thought these videos would get so popular. I guess it's because they're controversial and because I included games that most people don't think they're that hard. but you know, they were very hard for me, and like I said before, these videos, my entire channel is always about my opinion. I don't give a rat's ass about how other people feel about the games, all that matters is how I feel about them. And these games were really hard for me. So this is a video that I made this very same year, back in April 30, and I didn't know why I didn't make these videos before, you know. I should have started for every single console, even though I haven't played every single JRPG on every single console. There's just like 3 or 4 in my channel right now, and I'm currently working on another one. So like I said, I should have done this before, but like I said, I haven't played every single one of them. And I kind of do, you know, I kind of do need to play every single JRPG, or at least most of them, so I can properly do a top 10 hardest, because out of the entire library of every single console, these are, after all, the hardest JRPGs of that particular console that I felt were the hardest. Coming up in number 7, another one of these top 10 hardest JRPGs ever. This is the first one that I did. That was last year, a year and a half ago. And in here I included a lot of games from different consoles. So this was like the epitome of the other videos, even though the other videos came afterwards. Now I did this video because I did feel like these games were really hard. Again, I included games that most people didn't agree with. But you know, when have I given a shit about that? Fact is that top 10 hardest JRPGs ever, I never thought this video would become so popular, because as you're seeing right now, in the introduction, well, in everything, I fucked up the editing. As you can clearly see, the radio aspect sucks. I don't know why I did it 4:3, I was experimenting with a new editing software back then, and I screwed it, man. But you know, I didn't give two shits about it because I never thought this video would become so popular. I thought because of the controversial opinion, it was gonna fail miserably, and you know, back then I did take this channel seriously, but not that seriously. So I didn't care that much, and I uploaded it anyway. I got some criticism because of that, but you know, who cares? The video got popular, a lot of likes, a lot of comments, people love this video, some of you probably love this video, and that's what's important. Now the last thing that I want to say is that nowadays I currently disagree with some of my choices here, because when I made this video I haven't played a lot of JRPGs yet, so I played a bunch of other great JRPGs and really hard after this video. So if I were to remake this video right now, some choices will probably differ from it, and some others will still concur. Yeah, anyway, great video. On to number 6, another one of these top 10 hardest PS2 JRPGs ever. Man, I love doing this video because after all, the PS2 is my absolute favorite video game system of all time. And again, a lot of people disagree with this video, with some of these choices, but at least the top 5 was pretty legit, wasn't it? And to make these videos, something that I haven't said before, and I was saving it for this particular spot on the list, is you have no idea how hard it was to make these videos, these 3 lists, because I had to go back to some of these games and replay them for a while to really feel if they were still as hard as I remember when I first played them. So it took a lot of research when it comes to that, you know, not exactly literally research, but research nonetheless. I mean, it's just go back and play these games again to feel the experience and to really assess the statement and to say to myself, these games are really hard. That's what happened, you know, it was really hard to make these videos. And there's another one that I did on the PSP, and I can't believe it failed. I don't know why, I have no clue why that video failed, but, well, it didn't fail, but it wasn't as successful as these 3 videos. I hope one day it gets more popular, because the PSP was such a pain in the ass. I did go back to a lot of games to replay them and to see if I had changed my mind. So of course I changed my mind. Had I done these videos, I don't know, 3 years ago, choices would have been different, but these 10 choices that I made for these particular videos were the hardest by far when I made them. On to number 5, top 10 hidden JRPG gems for the Game Boy Advance. I can't believe this, you know, considering the Game Boy Advance is not really among my favorite systems. I can't believe this video got so popular. I mean, there's a lot of love for the Game Boy Advance, and that's really cool because it's a really great console. I just didn't grow up with it. I didn't have time to play many games on this. By the time I got my first Game Boy Advance, the Nintendo 3DS was already out. So imagine I got into a lot of DS and 3DS games instead of the Game Boy Advance. And I want to be honest with you guys, when I first made this video, most of the games that you saw on this video, I had played them literally weeks before making this video. I had sort of like a Game Boy Advance rush, and I was doing a lot of hidden gems videos back then. Those were the shit. They helped my channel grow a lot. You guys know them. You guys love them. I love them. But the Game Boy Advance was sort of like, I wouldn't say it was a rushed video, but playing these games was kind of in a rush. Some of these games, I gotta admit, I only played them for like 2 or 3 hours. I don't think that's enough to really call them hidden gems. The point is that when I made this video, I clearly remember playing most of these games like literally weeks or days before making the video. That was pretty interesting because the ideas were fresh, unlike other hidden gems videos where I talked about games that I had played years before making the video. See what I mean? But anyway, the Game Boy Advance, can't believe it got more than 80,000 views. That's just great. Thank you guys. I guess you love the Game Boy Advance. Another top 10 hidden JRPG gems video, the Nintendo DS. And oh boy, this, I am so freaking happy it got so popular, 93,000 views. You wanna know why? Not because the Nintendo DS is one of my favorite systems, no, it's because this is one of my favorite videos, because almost every single choice, every single game that I included on the list, today I still really like it. I think this video is pretty legit. I have to admit there are some hidden JRPG gems videos that I did a long time ago that nowadays I watch them and I'm like, I shouldn't have included this game because it's not that good, it's kind of bad, or this other one is kind of mediocre. But in this video, in the Nintendo DS video, most of these games are still great games. I mean, I really like them nowadays. So I'm very proud of this video and I'm so glad it got a lot of views and it became so popular. I mean, I made this video over 2 years ago. Wow, it's been such a long time, right? Of course, you watch this video and the production values are kind of mediocre. Remember back then I didn't care that much about the channel. Anyway, top 10 hidden JRPG gems Nintendo DS, that's great, 93,000 views. That's awesome, man. I really like this video. Now my number 3 is top 10 hidden JRPG gems PS1. That's my absolute most popular hidden gems video I have ever done in my life, and October 26, this was the second one. The first one was the PS2. I don't know why that video, never took off. It took off at the beginning, of course, but after a while, people stopped watching it. It didn't even make 30,000 views, as you can see. That was kind of a bummer because that's my favorite. Along with the Nintendo DS one, it's probably my favorite hidden gems video that I've done because, again, most of the games there are really awesome. Now, this PS1, 97,000 views. That's great. That's great. I feel great because of that. But, I watched this video and, Jesus, there are a bunch of games that I just don't know anymore, guys. I mean, like Grand Stream Saga is here. God damn, you have no idea how much I regret recommending that game because after making this video, I went back to that game and I hated it. It's just bad, in my opinion. If you like that game, that's good for you, but I thought it was pretty bad. So, what happened with the PS1 with this particular video is a similar case to what happened with the Game Boy Advance. Some of these games, I played them like literally days before making this video. Half the list was included games that I played years ago and I still love them nowadays. But some of these games were like, I'm not so sure anymore, it's not that good. But whatever. What's done, it's done, and what matters the most is that it got popular, people love the video, and some of these games, even Grand Stream Saga, maybe some of you found those games, played them, and loved them. That was the whole point, to share and to bring awareness of these games to every single one of you. Now my number 2 is this one, top 10 JRPGs everybody should play. Wow! I mean, I'm flabbergasted, man. This was a vlog. It wasn't even scripted. I swear I wrote no script for this video. All I did was build the list. It was pretty hard. I remember I spent hours trying to build the list because I needed games that, in my opinion, defeated, you know, the term everybody should play, why I think these games should be played by everybody. So it was a really hard list to do, but I didn't write a script. I just sat down on the couch and started talking about these games passionately because some of these games I love them so much and I just think they were great. And I really think nowadays that everybody should play them. And voila, it got really popular. I mean, 112,000 views for a channel like mine. And this was over a year ago. As you can see the date right here, December 13. It was over a year ago. And it got really popular. I can't believe it. But that's just great, you know, because like I said before, some of these videos are, well, I really like them. They may not be great production-wise, but I do have fond memories of them. And this is one of them. Of course, after the success of this video, I made a part 2, but it wasn't as successful, not even 30,000 views. That was a bummer because that second part also had a lot of great games. But you know, I guess, you know, it always happens. Part 2, part 3, they never get the same amount of attention of views when it comes to videos than their predecessors, than their originals. That's okay though. I mean, I strongly recommend you guys watch part 2 because a lot of great games are in there too that everybody should play in my opinion. But this one was pretty legit. I'm proud and I can't believe it's my most popular video where I'm actually in there. And my number 1 goes to all the slideshows that I made around 5 years ago. Why I left all of them in one single spot is because there's like 6 of them, and if I had included them on this list as, you know, separately, half the list would have been just them. And that can't be fair because I made these videos when I didn't give 2 fucks about this channel, I swear. We're talking about 2014, I didn't care. All I did was just include a lot of images for each game and just some music, and that's all. That was it. That was my entire idea for a video. That was 2014. I didn't give a fuck about the channel anymore, and all I wanted to do was share, you know, a little bit of my opinion with the world. So, you know, these videos are very important, but not only because they're popular, but also because this was the beginning of it all. This was when I started sharing my opinion about JRPGs with the world. And of course, some of them got a little bit controversial. A lot of people hated them, you know, back then. The community, the gaming community was just as toxic as it is today, probably worse. It was pretty bad. A lot of people trashed the videos, but you know, joke's on them because every single one of them got more likes than dislikes. And thankfully, it was thanks to these videos that I started bringing or attracting like-minded people. So eventually this became a niche channel. I didn't even have like 1,000 subscribers, and that was great. I mean, that was okay because I didn't give a shit about this. And just to see that a lot of people, there were actually people who agreed with my opinion, popular or unpopular or whatever. It was interesting, you know. So this was the beginning of it all. Of course, nowadays I kind of disagree with these videos. Even I myself, I disagree with these videos. I like to do some changes, and I did. About a year ago, I remade most of these videos except the GameCube one. I even redid the Super Nintendo one, but back then no one gave a shit, no one watched it, no one cared. But I redid all of these videos and it was just great. It was just fun to see how much had changed. So anyway, these slideshows are still, especially 3 of them, the PS2, the Nintendo DS and the PSP, are my most popular videos in this channel. Anyway guys, that's it for this video. It was very interesting to share some of my memories into the building of these top 10s, what I went through when I made them and what they meant to me and the background, the influence behind some of them. It was pretty interesting, so I hope you enjoyed it. That's all, thanks for watching, don't forget to subscribe and share this video with your friends. See you next time!